I've mentioned my IELTS courses on YouTube so many times, and we've just crossed 30,000 enrolled students, and so many of them have passed the exams with great scores. But I've never shown you what's inside these courses and how these courses can save you time and help achieve a better result in your test. So let me give you a tour. Upon enrollment, you'll be able to see all your courses in your student dashboard. Writing Task 2, Writing Task 1, a PDF vocabulary for Task 1, and the speaking course, and the step-by-step guides for listening and reading. General training students, you will of course get a Task 1 course for you. I've put a lot of thought into how to make courses that teach you the most important IELTS skills that will boost your performance, while taking as little of your time as possible. So let me show you each course. And if you feel like you're ready to enroll, there is a special offer for you in the video description box below. Let's start with the Writing Task 2 course, which is the same for everyone. It consists of 6 steps, taking you from zero to everything you need to know about this task in less than 4 hours. After a short introduction, we start from planning the essay. And you won't just learn about the 5 types of tasks. You learn the key similarities and differences between those tasks and how to answer each of them to meet all the requirements. The way test takers express their opinion, or to be precise, fail to do so, is one of the most common problems. So you learn how to make sure that your opinion is crystal clear throughout your essay, just the way examiners like it. And I do work with several former IELTS examiners on a regular basis, and they helped me create these courses too. Another difficulty is usually developing ideas. So I'll show you what it really means, and we have some in-depth lessons further. And of course, generating ideas. You will learn my technique for finding ideas and transforming them into a clear, logical essay. The next step is structuring the essay. And the second criteria examiners use, coherence and cohesion. And you learn how to structure different types of essays, a stage where some fundamental errors occur, so it's important to get it right. And also how to link your ideas so they smoothly flow one from another. Of course, we'll talk about linking words, but they only work if you use them alongside other ways to connect your ideas, which we'll discuss here. As for linking words themselves, you'll get a PDF list of linkers for different situations with Task 2 examples. Learn them. The next step of this course is probably the most important one: how to write your essay sentence by sentence. And you learn my easy formulas helping you nail each paragraph. And these are not templates, which you shouldn't use, but rather a guide to what each sentence should be about, which can be of great help. As we mentioned before, you need to develop ideas in your body paragraphs. And I think a lot of us struggle with our essay writing skills generally, not just in IELTS. But in IELTS, you'll likely lose marks because of that. So I'll show you my step-by-step formula for writing your body paragraphs. And you learn how to write different types of paragraphs so you can answer any topic. In some essays, you can get a higher score if you present counter-arguments or opinions of people you disagree with. And learning how to do that can make your position stronger and lead to a higher score. So this is more advanced content. And of course, a conclusion, a key paragraph, ideally short but strong. I think this step can give you a framework you can apply to any essay. So when you get a topic, you know exactly what to do, and thus save time when writing. Next, vocabulary and grammar. Sometimes IELTS students try too hard to make their writing impressive and inadvertently hurt their score. So I'll show you what really matters and how writing simply can be more rewarding. In step 6, you'll learn how to write each type of essay and we'll look into different approaches to those tasks. For example, in an opinion essay, you may agree, disagree, or have a balanced opinion. So we'll take one topic and I'll show you 3 essays: agree, disagree, and a balanced opinion. And the same for other types of questions as well. We also have some practice workbooks. The lessons are designed for you to practice while you're watching them because this way you learn so much more. And there are some extra resources for you. So first of all, you'll find all the sample answers from this course and you'll get all the slides as well in a single PDF file. So you can use them to take notes while you're listening to lessons or to revise information before your test. By the end of this Task 2 course, if you practice and apply the knowledge, this task will become simpler for you. You'll be writing your answers more quickly and you'll be able to write answers that deserve a higher score. Next, writing task 1. So let me show you the academic course first, and if you're a general training student, go to this timestamp. Task 1, academic. I often notice serious mistakes in the general approach to the task, and frankly, it's not always clear what's valued here. That's why we'll discuss the 5 things you should do in each task and the 8 mistakes you should avoid, which are all very common and have nothing to do with your English skills. Next, structuring your report, linking sentences and linking words in task 1. Again, you'll see different scenarios with examples such as contrasting data or presenting differences. And you learn how to write each paragraph, how to paraphrase the introduction for each type of task, charts, diagrams, maps. I'll give you formulas and common expressions to use. Then an overview, probably the most important sentence in your report. And that's why we have one of the longest lessons to go really in depth so you can write a brilliant overview in your report. And then body paragraphs. Many task 1 answers tend to become repetitive, merely describing the data instead of analyzing them, and using the same phrases over and over again. So I'll show you how to write body paragraphs that get a high score. And you learn how to analyze the data better in the process. The vocabulary and grammar section is quite detailed with a particular focus on grammar because I know that using correct tenses in this task is a challenge. And if you ever wondered where you could use the past perfect or the future perfect continuous, that's the place. I'll show you how. Another key feature of task 1 is the passive voice. You will definitely need it, and I'll remind you how to use it in the context of task 1 reports. The next step is writing each type of report, and I know that there are a lot of ways the data may be presented: bar charts, pie charts, line graphs, diagrams, tables, and then combinations of those like a chart plus a table. The good news is you only need to learn 4 different types of tasks to cover all the possibilities, and we're gonna look into each of them. When you're describing data in English, you need specific vocabulary, which we don't use every day. That's why you'll receive a specific PDF ebook with essential words and phrases for academic task 1. In this ebook, you'll find words for most common situations, such as making comparisons or discussing different age groups or time periods, describing increases and decreases, or presenting figures. Simply repeating percentage points like 5%, 15%, 25% throughout your report lacks variety. So here you need to present numbers in different formats, which we'll also discuss. And you learn some vocabulary for maps and diagrams. I recommend downloading this PDF vocabulary earlier on and learning the words if time permits. You don't have to memorize everything, but the more you know, the more flexibility you have, which examiners value. Now, to skip the general training part and go straight to speaking, navigate to this time step. For those taking the IELTS general training, task 1 involves writing a letter. From my experience, most students encounter difficulties primarily in two areas: purpose and tone. And the very first thing to learn is how to distinguish between formal, informal, and semi-formal letters. It's actually pretty easy if you know the two questions to ask yourself. We'll also talk about costly mistakes students make and how to avoid them. You'll learn how to structure your letter and how to connect ideas. And again, there is a PDF with linking words specifically for writing letters. A very important part of the task is tone. What it means is your choice of vocabulary and grammar must match the level of formality. And you may not always feel if something you say in English is overly formal or overly informal. That's why this lesson is over 20 minutes long, because it's such an important part of the task. And to help you understand what tone to use, you'll receive a vocabulary with common phrases used in formal, informal, and semi-formal letters. For example, if you make a request, in an informal letter, you can say, "I was wondering if," or "Do you think you could?" And in formal letters, "I am writing to ask your permission," or "I am writing to request." The language is very different, and this PDF can equip you with some useful phrases. Then you learn how to write informal, semi-formal, and formal letters, and you get a PDF with more sample answers for all three types. IELTS Speaking is the same test for both academic and general training students, and we have the same course. So in this course, we'll focus on meeting all the requirements that IELTS examiners use, from fluency to pronunciation. And we'll discuss strategies for each part of your exam, part 1, 2, and 3, with particular emphasis on how to extend your answers to demonstrate your best speaking skills. This speaking test is such an intense experience because there are a lot of questions, one following another. And I think some students struggle to speak as well as they could because of the pressure of this test. So in this final section, you'll find practice tests designed to imitate the speaking exam. And through this practice, you can learn how long your answers should be and get used to switching to the next question whenever the examiner interrupts you, something that may happen a few times. So these practice tests are the next best thing to taking mock exams with a qualified IELTS teacher, but you can take them at any time by yourself. What about IELTS listening and reading? If you have a solid overall strategy and know how to approach different types of tasks, it will help you perform better in your exam. That being said, I think that your score in these two sections is more closely aligned with your English skills. And I offer all my listening and reading materials for free on YouTube. What you'll find inside the packs are detailed step-by-step guides that will help you prepare using my YouTube materials and official Cambridge practice tests. So to date, we've had over 30,000 students take our courses, and we have this place where we see all the reviews. So we have over 400 reviews here, 169 reviews, almost 400 reviews, and the ratings are between 4.8 and 4.9 on our main courses. Our course platform, unfortunately, doesn't allow us to just automatically publish all the reviews, but we've manually print screened and published hundreds of them ourselves. And whether you're brand new to this exam, like Marella, unsure where to start, or like Iran, you've taken the exam but got stuck below the score you need, These courses can help you perform at your best. You understand that I can't guarantee a Band 7 score like these ladies achieved, or any other score. You must know English at the required level to get a certain score. But my courses can help you show the skills you have in the best light and save a lot of preparation time. You know, the first time I took the IELTS exam myself was to study for my master's in the UK, and it was more than 10 years ago, and back then I lived in Kazakhstan. And I continue to retake it regularly to maintain my first-hand experience. And I also work with former IELTS examiners, and I've learned a lot about IELTS exams from their perspective. So I'm very confident that these courses can help you get your best shot at your IELTS exam. From time to time, we receive questions along the lines of, why should I buy your courses when there is so much information on YouTube for free? And the thing is, you can totally pass your test without buying any courses. You can figure everything out yourself. But imagine a puzzle. For free, you get all the pieces as YouTube lessons and blog posts, and it's up to you to piece them together and pass your exam. Compare that to getting a ready assembled puzzle with a step-by-step roadmap. So these are my IELTS preparation courses. They can save you time, effort, and help you achieve better results. And I know that you don't have much time to prepare. That's why I worked very hard to make my courses as concise as possible while delivering everything you need in short, digestible lessons. So you can complete all the video lessons in less than 10 hours, leaving you more time for practice, studying the PDF guides, and attending to other aspects of your life. And if this is the right fit for you, getting these courses is easy. Choose the pack, enter your name and email address and payment details. We accept Visa, MasterCard, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Amex, and some other payment systems. If you'd like to get the IELTS Speaking library with sample answers and vocabulary for over 40 IELTS speaking topics, adding it at checkout is the only way to get 50% off. We don't offer this discount anywhere else. Once the payment is complete, you get immediate access to your courses. And rest assured that these courses are yours for as long as you need them. While most of our students pass the exams within a few months of enrollment, if you wish to revisit your courses after 1 year, simply reach out to our support and we'll extend your access for another year free of charge. We also provide a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you complete the pack and don't feel it worked for you, we'll refund all your money back. But you must do the work. Watch the lessons and write your practice answers within 14 days. And if you have any further questions about the courses, feel free to send an email to our support team. They're wonderful and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And there is a special offer for you in the video description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video and good luck with your preparation and your exam. Bye!